This is where Europe's most wanted man was finally stopped, in a suburb of Milan in the early hours of the morning. During a routine ID check by the police, he drew a gun and shot at them, wounding one. They returned fire, killing him.
This morning I informed Chancellor Angela Merkel of the operation, telling her that Anis Amri was killed during the operation. I think what happened in Sesto San Giovanni clearly highlights the importance of a heightened territorial control.
Anis Amri was the prime suspect in Monday's attack on the Christmas market in central Berlin. Federal prosecutors said his fingerprints were all over the truck which killed and wounded 60 people. On Friday, video footage emerged of him in which he proclaimed his allegiance to the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant. It's believed to have been filmed in Berlin months before. Amri had a long criminal record in more than one country. He'd served nearly 4 years in an Italian jail for arson. After his release last year, he travelled to Germany and unsuccessfully applied for asylum. But German authorities had him under surveillance for several months. And on Friday, ministers admitted there were plenty of unanswered questions.
Amri's case throws up questions not just relating to the terrorist act, but the period beforehand whilst he was living in Germany. Where there are new bills of law to be passed, we will get them on their way as soon as possible. The overall threat of terrorism continues to exist. It's the highest duty of the state to protect its citizens, and we will do everything in our power to make sure our state is strong.
Be that as it may, investigators must now try to establish whether Amri received help both before the attack and then afterwards, as he managed to travel 1,000 kilometers across Europe while on the run. But back at the Christmas market in Berlin, which Amri targeted, news of his death was welcomed.
I'm happy he's not alive anymore. If he takes other lives, he does not have the right to breathe my oxygen. I'm completely brutal in that respect. At least he got his punishment.
Whatever relief Angela Merkel feels here at the Chancellery now that Amri is dead will fade soon enough. The questions over how Germany handled his case will not. Dominic Kane, Al Jazeera, Berlin.